What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Perfect Form Forever, where we talk anime, manga, and everything in between. How y'all doing out there? You know what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about the One Piece card game. All right. We're gonna talk about Last Chance qualifiers. We're gonna talk about Bandai Card Fest 2024. A little bit. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of what I gotta talk about. So let's talk, let's talk Last Chance qualifiers. Let's talk about it overall, like I do every other in-person tournament. Grade the organizers, see how it was, and everything like that, right? So the event was held in the same place the Bandai Fest is, and so actually no. Let me preface this. Bandai Fest is still happening now. I might post. Hopefully, I get this video posted on Sunday, second day of Bandai Fest. But I want to talk about Last Chance Qualifier and my first day at Bandai Card Fest. All right, and how it, especially that, how it stacks up to earlier this year's. Whatever. All right. So Last Chance Qualifier. Let's judge that. Again, I went in with Katakuri because that's the deck I know, and that's the deck I know how to play. So, off the top, what would I grade is play TCG again. What would I grade this event? It's not, they didn't knock it out of the park like the previous two events. All together, even things they can't control, I'm going to give it a high C plus, B minus, right? And I'll tell you why. One, the venue itself was very plain, right? Very plain. There was no bathrooms, no vendor. Well, this is a vendor-less experience, but no vendor. I'm assuming that's Bandai's doing. And it was just a room just to play the card game, right? So not that fun. Trading. There was some, I was able to get some trades off, but it's not as spectacular as it was the last two events. Even though this is a small tournament of 512, wasn't as, spectacular as those in my experience. And this is what Play TCG couldn't control. It was freezing in that room. My goodness, I was shivering and things like that. But yeah, that didn't take me out my game because I ain't got no game. But it was uncomfortable to be in that room playing the game. Also, what else? We got that. They started late. That was annoying. They started late, but they did the thing I wanted all tournaments to be. There was no lunch break. They went right through the round, so I did like that. I do like try to get things done in a reasonable amount of time. No lunch breaks, just go straight through it. So all 9 rounds, there was no lunch break. I did like that, but they did start late, which was annoying. Everything else, check-in was easy. There was no early check-in, which kind of ticked me off. But let me tell you about this, yo. Let me tell you about this. So the venue's in downtown Dallas, right? I'm not familiar with that area. I don't go to that area almost at all. So tell me why I'm going up to the venue. I'm looking for parking, and there's a parking garage, right? So I go to the parking garage. The gates open. I'm like, okay, cool. I go in there. Bottom 3, like there's 5 levels, right? Bottom 4 is like it still says reserve, right? I'm like, okay, whatever. This is free parking. I'm good, right? I park my car a place where I think that's not reserved. Go out. And I start going to the venue, getting checked in. It was around like 9:30, and check-in ends at 10, right? And I'm going there, I'm checking in, and I'm saying to myself, I don't recall ever being in a downtown area, and I've been to a lot of downtown areas that has free parking, right? Going through the check-in, I'm like, yo, I don't think there's no such thing as free parking in a downtown area anywhere. So what I did is, after I checked in with that on my mind, I went back out so I could take my car and go somewhere else because I'm like, yo, something's fishy, right? As I'm going to the car, I ran into another gentleman that's coming in, and he was like, yeah, because I'm going straight towards it. He's like, yeah, did you park in there? He's like, yeah. He's like, you better get your car because the only way to get out is if you have a badge. I'm like, what? Yeah, only authorized people are allowed to go in and out that garage because right next to it's a government building. I'm like, great. Great. Now I'm panicking. Again, the tournament starts at 10:30. It's around, we'll say, 9:38. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta scramble. Right? So I go there, confirm all the doors are locked. There's actually only 2 doors. Both of them are locked. I see a gentleman just walk out. I told him what was going on. He's in the same predicament now. So I try to go to the government building, ask one security guards, yo, can you let me in? Blah, blah, blah. Tell him what's going on. He said, nope, you got to tailgate it. If someone goes in, you got to go in that door. When someone's coming out the garage through their car, you got to go out. Like, go right behind them. I'm like, damn. All right, so I come back. The guy I just met that just came out, told him what's going on. I said, yo, you watch this door. I watch the next door. Next person going out, we're rushing in. Right? About a few minutes later, some people came out. We just went in. After that, we had to fend for ourselves. Now, I'm in the parking garage. I have my car. I was able to park my car in between the exit and the entrance of the garage. I said, whoever's coming in, whoever's going out, I'm either escaping through the entrance or trailing behind them on the exit. I saw one person start coming out. Let me tell you, as soon as I had enough room, I went the wrong way in that garage, zipped right on out, and paid for parking somewhere else, man. That was so stressful. And I was able to get all that done and come back. It was 10 o'clock, so I had some time to take a breather, right? But yeah, that was my little story. So let's talk about my games now. So my games, I played all 9 rounds once again. And I posted this in the community tab, but I did go 5 wins, 4 losses, which is my first ever winning record in the One Piece card game. I usually have a losing record. My last tournament, I was 4 wins, 5 losses. Now I'm 5 wins, 4 losses. So I was able to place 169. So I did get those sleeves again. I was aiming for top 28, but that is a dream that needs to be had. But I'll tell you, excuse me. I'll tell you about all my matches. So my first match, I got my notes right here. My first match was Purple Luffy, which is Katakuri's kind of enemy. But I know that deck kind of well, so I was able to get in there. And I knew his hand was bricked up. I could tell. I had the feeling that it was bricked up. So I was like, all right, I'm taking this one. Just make sure I do my big swings. He couldn't get it. Got the W on that one, right? And one thing that never happens to me, I never win my first round. So I was like, okay, we're off to a good start. Next one was Starter Tech 14 Luffy. So this deck is becoming more and more popular. So it was kind of fun running into it to see the dynamic of it. But the thing is, the way my deck is, when it comes to any decks that do a lot of removal, so we're talking Lucci, we're talking, I guess, starter deck Luffy, 14 Luffy. A BY Luffy does some removal. Two of the cards I have to see that I'm mulligan for are my Kikanojos and my Shirahoshi blocker. I make sure I put them on there because if they pop them, I get a life. So with that one, I was able to do that and get my big moms to do what they do. I was able to come out with the W on that one. So we're on an early winning streak. Then I see Bonnie. A deck that I know how the deck plays, but I still do stupid things around that deck. So when it comes to Bonnie, I always get scared to swing because I know they're gonna tap one of my active characters. So that one ended up being it was a close game. It's just that I think he went for 9 for game, and I only had 8. So that is what it is. Good game. Nothing to bicker out. All good, right? And of course, to go to my next one, now we're talking round 4, another Bonnie. This one, I'm like, you know what? I learned my lesson in my last match. I'm going ham on this one. Now, one thing about Bonnie, I see a lot of people. One thing about Bonnie is when I see people make the mistake of not tapping a character when I swing. When I see that, I'm like, okay, they're not as good as I think they are. We going in. So that one, I was able to get the W on that one, right? Then after that one, I played the most annoying deck, I believe, in the One Piece card game right now. Annoying as in there's so much movement going on, so many ups and downs, left and right going on, and that's Black Yellow Luffy. Oh my goodness, that's a deck I hate because it's this constant cycling of Sabo. My goodness, man. So went against Black Yellow Luffy, and with this particular person, he was playing so fast, like you're like boo 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 boo. I'm like, I'm just making sure he's doing the correct things with his Dawn. That's all I'm really doing. He's doing a bunch of stuff, this, that, and third, trashing, putting in life, this, that, third, cycling, baby Luffy, baby Sabo comes out, replace them, this, that. It's like he's at 9. I'm like, my goodness, swing for 11. I'm like, man. And somehow I won. Somehow he did that so much that his hand has got so small. And I just kept surviving. And yeah, I just swung. I was like, okay, Sabo. Because one thing I love about Katakuri is when the people that go for game and they don't know that I stacked my last life with the 0 cost. Oh man, love the look in their face when that happens. But yeah, all that happened, stacked my bottom, and I was able to beat that one. But yeah, it was that I'm like, it was way too much going on. I was half paying attention to what he was doing, right? So up until that point, that's 4 wins. Then your brother went on a losing streak. Yo, one thing about my deck, my old OPO, we'll say OPO 3, 4, when I played Katakuri during those times, right? I always won the mirror match. Always won it. But now, my OPO 5, no, sorry, my OPO 7, going to OPO 8 most likely, I am losing the mirror all the time. So back to back, I had Katakuri mirrors, and back to back, I lost. One, because I get low roll when I have to go first. I like to go second. I was going first, so my tempo was off. Wasn't seeing the cards I was supposed to see. They're seeing everything they want to see. Man, there's nothing I can say. Got outplayed in both of them. All good. Then at that point, I'm 4-4. I'm like, this last one, I gotta make it a winning record. I gotta make it a winning. I was like, I'm hoping it's something like Yamato or something I could handle. But nope, last round was another Black Yellow Luffy. But this one I was more prepared for, and this person was playing a lot slower, so I knew what was going on. And that this player didn't know my deck well, which is good for me. So I was able to pull that one off, get my big mom's doing what she does. I know I dropped 2 of them, and the second one it was game over. So that's how I went. I went 5-4, 169 out of, we'll say 500 people. My best record yet. Feeling good. Back to back good performances. So me playing at the last Trans Qualifier, W. The event itself, come see, come saw, needs improvement. And that's about it, right? That's about it. You know, again, going into OPO 8, I'm going to stick with Katakuri. Even though Marco is very annoying. It's a very annoying deck, so I got to hopefully play enough to understand how those decks, how the new leaders navigate and all that good stuff. I might do a little bit of red, purple Luffy in there because of the Big Mom and the Kaido cards. You know, I like playing them big boys. But yeah, all in all good stuff. And yeah, that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's talk about the first day of the Bandai Card Fest, right? Make a long video longer. So I'm going in as a spectator, so I'm not playing anything. I didn't expect to play anything. Not really going there to play anything. Just kind of experience it and see what trades I could make. Right? Actually, no, I had no trades. Sorry. See if I could finagle my way into getting a card that I need. That's what I'm doing. Right? So what I do? First day, it literally happened today, and I'm trying to remember what I did. First, doing a scavenger hunt. Was doing that. That was cool. Didn't know the answers. I had everyone helping me figure that out. So I was able to get like a little card pack in a Fusion World promo pack, whatever. But I did have. Do I have my thing? Let me show you a Luffy card that I've been meaning to get. I was gonna trade for it and or try to buy it, but I was able to get it, and I didn't know they would have it. Let me show you guys what it is. This one. This Luffy. Yeah, this one. I've never gotten this. They only gave it out at conventions, so I was able to get it. I actually have two of them. There we go. Yeah, I have two of them. Because it came in I think either a six little binder, six card binder, and I gave the rest of my card. I gave one. It was from Fusion World. I think Fusion World, Dragon Ball Fusion World. I think Dragon Ball Master, Union Arena, One Piece, Digimon, and Battle Spirit Saga was in it, right? So I opened it, took out the Luffy, gave my action card for Union Arena to somebody. Just gave it to him because cool cat. And while we're doing that, he was telling me that these other cards were worth something. I'm like, really? I don't want them. And someone that passed by saw that. He's like, yeah, I'll take it. You know, sold for $10, and he gave me his Luffy from his. I'm like, okay, no doubt. So that was cool. But the event itself, you know, I played the demo decks. I tried playing Union Arena, which I have here. No idea how to play it. So we're going to leave that alone. But I thought this was like, I remember, even though the last Bandai Fest, the actual playing was horrible. The whole planning was horrible. One thing I vividly remember was the community and everyone trading their butts off. It was so fun. But this one around, I didn't see that much people trading. Not a lot of people were trading. Only a few, like, there's people who are trading and are selling that I knew from the last events. And they remembered me, which was very cool. But there wasn't a lot of people doing trading from what I saw, because I was searching. So the only card I was able to get was OPO5's special Uta. That was the only thing I could get. I was able to get. And we'll see. I'm thinking about going tomorrow. Tomorrow I might go with my son. We'll see how that goes. I might go with my son. I haven't been hanging with him without my wife's help. So I might take him tomorrow and just, you know, kind of feel the vibe. I did buy some product. I bought 2 Romance Dawn boxes. One Awakening of the New Era, OPO5. No, 2 OPO1s, 1 OPO5, and 2 double packs for OPO8. So I'm going to open those. Hopefully I get either get cards that I need, which I doubt, or just some to trade. You know, make it fun. So I might go there. I might go tomorrow, just, you know, hang out, take my son around and deal with him. All in all, this was more organized than the last one. A lot more organized, especially when to buy things and stuff like that. So what they did with buying stuff, you have to go on a wait list and pick a time to go. So the earlier the better, I guess. So they have all the products, but they had a lot of products. So I'm assuming they had products for day 1 and day 2. So that's cool. So yeah, all in all, doing the demos, that was in order. Like, everything was just in order. So props to the Bandai or Play TCG, whoever is holding the event down, getting more organized than last time. I'm assuming Everything was done on the Bandai app, so I'm assuming the event itself was going smoothly. Also, yo, One Piece is so popular. My goodness, yo, the side events is like, it was a sight to see how many people were lining up for the side event. So it was like, man, that line was. You probably see videos on Twitter or Facebook or Discord or whatever. But that line was just crazy. I tried going in that line. I'm like, man, I ain't waiting. I'm not waiting. I'll buy something and I'm out. So that was something. But yeah, all in all, cool event. How do I stack it up with last year? The venue itself is not as spacious as it was because it's a different stadium, so that's whatever. There's an area where you couldn't go into, and that was the tournament area. As a spectator, that was a tournament area, so whatever. So I would say the venue seemed smaller for a spectator to go to because we couldn't go everywhere, but it was a lot more organized. So, take the good, take the bad, you take it all. Now you have the facts of life. So I'm not gonna grade it, but it wasn't horrible like the last time. But the last event had its ups, which this one was a little bit. That's about it. So yeah, so no grade for that. Just it was a good event. Oh no, and the tournament, the main tournament for this one, for the One Piece one, it was only a 5-12 tournament, so it wasn't even that big. Right? It was a regular size one. I thought it was gonna be like 10. The 10 was it 10:58, 10:52, whatever. I thought it was gonna be a big one, but it's not. So we'll see how it is in Orlando. It's probably gonna be the same thing, but we'll see. We'll see if I go there tomorrow and what happens. And that's about it. Kind of rambling, but the experience wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy bad. It was an experience. Again, hung out with the same people I hung out with in the last chance qualifier and the regional before that. I would say their names, but I'm not sure if they're comfortable me saying them. So, we'll come when I can. When I get the permission, I will. But that's all in all. Oliver Williams, Perform Forever, my little ramble about what's going on. Next video I'll make will be unboxing of or pack openings of what I bought at the event. Sorry. Then after that video will be my case opening for Opio 8 because I got the shipping confirmation. It's coming. I think it's coming Monday, so I'll record it Monday night so you guys can see it on Tuesday. But this opening is going to happen on Monday. Then, it is what it is. Oliver Williams, Perform Forever. I appreciate you watching this. All in all, not bad. Yeah, not bad. See you on the next one. Peace.